I quit my high-paying job in the tech industry and moved to Montana to pursue my dream of starting my own whiskey distillery. Just around $25,000 to my name and a few pieces of equipment I brought with me. We're starting from scratch. Will our whiskey distillery be successful? We'll find out. This is Whiskey RP. Oh, hi there. Welcome back to Whiskey RP. We are picking up our equipment for the grapes for our vineyard. Let's take a look at what we got. We ended up getting a nice bundled deal. We got a little bit I think it was about 10% off because of this. We got the pruner that's going to take care of the grapes. And here we have the Akrama. I think I'm saying that right. I could be saying it wrong. Please correct me and let me know. We have the subsoiler and the mulcher from that brand, as well as this DeHughes.
He can't read.
Fertilizer. So it's going to be great. I think our little John Deere can take care of this and handle all this equipment. If not, they do have a special tractor that we could order from them that's not too expensive. I think it was about $35,000. Well, let's get on home. We've done some chores this morning already. We got all of our sugar delivered to Hoot's place. Oh, we could take our new road back. And we also had our new shed delivered. It cost us $10,000. Let's go take a look at that. Here's a first look at it. I think it's good. We're going to do some rearranging long term, but I just needed to get some cover for our equipment. And hopefully we'll be able to find enough locations for this stuff. We'll see. Let's get this unstrapped. We'll get the John Deere prepped. And we're going to try out the mulcher, and hopefully the John Deere can pull it and has enough power. Well, it attached fine back here. Let's go ahead and head on over and see if it's going to work as well, if we have enough power for it. That was my big concern. Engine oil. I need to do some maintenance on this soon. I think we'll start with one of these outside rows. I think we're good there. Let's, I don't know, let's see, push that down there. Oh, that made some nice sound. Pull forward a little bit like we always do the first time using equipment. So my concern now is this tractor gonna work? I don't think it's going to. I think the wheels are too wide. I think it is just a little too wide. Let's go ahead and raise it up. And even though we can fit between the rows, let's go ahead and lower it. But I just don't think we're gonna be able to get close enough. And this mulcher, oh, is it even gonna do a good enough job? I'm not sure. So I think for now we're gonna live with this tractor as we're finishing up the last row here. The reality is we don't really have a ton of money to just spend on upgrades and testing out, and I'm kind of just following a little walkthrough I found online on how to take care of my vineyard here, and I feel like this is what they did, and it should give us more yield. It's taking, you know, what we're doing right now is we're removing some of the vegetation so that the crop itself, the vines themselves, get all the nutrition that we're about to put in when we fertilize. We don't want this other vegetation down here, this grass growing and these flowers to take away from that. It just doesn't seem wide enough. But it's our first time.
I don't know what I'm doing.
We'll learn from it. We'll pay attention to our numbers and we'll compare it. Maybe next year we'll do a better job, and maybe we'll get a consultant in to help us understand what we're doing. Oh, we didn't finish this row. Let's go ahead and take care of that too. While I was mulching, I got a phone call from someone in town, and they are interested in buying this low loader that we have here.
I'll take it.
So we're gonna go ahead and get that hooked up and deliver it for them. They offered us $3,000. So exciting. I think this is the right place. Jump out of here and go ask them if they were the people that called. I thought it was a house, but this looks like a factory. Well, that sure was the right place. We're gonna get this all parked, put nicely for them, and get headed home. Now that that's sold, hopefully someone calls about this forage wagon soon. Starting to do the fertilization here, and I think we're at good doing every other row. And this, you know, it's just looking good. It's hitting both sides, so we'll have to take a look later on, and a month or two from now, we will spray it again, and we should be good for the harvest. And at that point, we'll have to figure out what equipment we're gonna buy. Just finishing up the last row here. I'm hoping this is good. We'll see, though. And this is the last thing we really got to do today, so it's a little early, but not much to do on the farm. We could look for a contract for extra money, but it might be best to just catch up on some sleep, some relaxation. It's another fine morning here in Montana, and we're getting a little bit of weeding done today. This will be the main thing that we have to do today. We got everything fertilized. Everything's ready to go. We just wanted to take care of these weeds before they got too bad. We'll do both fields, and then we'll check on our vineyard. I don't think there's anything for us to do except for kind of wait. And I think maybe, yeah, maybe we will look at contracts this month. Well, we got it all taken care of and weeded. We had a little issue, so I got in contact with Ken and leased out one of his employees to come spray the soybeans. We waited too long to use the weeder or the hoe, so we had to get that sprayed. Unfortunately, I didn't want to use herbicide, and we had a little accident over here. The worker that came over from Ken's farm sprayed a little bit on this field, so we're unable to get rid of those weeds, and they're gone, but our beautiful sugar beets were corrupted with herbicide.
Poison. Poison. Poison.
And so were our soybeans, which we were trying to avoid, but lesson learned to take care of our fields a little bit better so that we don't have to make those mistakes. But we do owe Hoot's Place a delivery of sugar. Oh, farm's looking good. It's growing. Cannot wait to move out of the trailer, though, and start using that as just recreational again. It's a cozy little house, but I would like a real one. Let's head on over to Hoot's Place. Give them our delivery for the month, 11,000 liters. And here we are. Let's see what we got this month. 17,000. This sugar is really keeping the farm alive, and will definitely... That's a bush. Will definitely take care of our debts for us and keep us making money and in the green. Again, only 29,000 we have to save by next June, but that 20,000 would be nice to just, or 200,000 would be nice to just get rid of. Well, maple syrup orders have been a little slow lately. We did get one in. We're gonna go over and drop that off. Looks clear. Here we are at our distribution center. Go ahead and get that dropped off here. Whoop, whoop. We go about $1,000 extra, and I wanted to, while we're over here, take a little drive down this road and show you the latest developments in our production facility here. See, we just left the store and our distribution center for the maple syrup, and here we have our sugar mill. And you can see there's a nice little concrete pad here. Let's get on over here and get parked so we can show you. So yeah, here is where the yeast facility is gonna go. Our production plant to create yeast, one of the first main ingredients that we're gonna need to make whiskey. Looking good. Hopefully in the next few months they can pick up construction and get this all done for us. It's gonna cost us 50 grand. Right now we have a nice agreement with them to pay them after it's ready instead of paying up front, which is really nice. So we'll get that 50 grand for them. So we definitely have that in mind to keep that saved so that we don't overspend. So we got 50 grand. So really we're sitting at like $98,000 right now. We got to get some more income somehow to get that harvester for the grapes. Well, fall is in the air. It's September. We're cutting the grass again, get a little bit of silage going just to keep some steady income coming in. And I think I'm really impressed with this farm we've set up. It's definitely succeeding so far, and I was a little worried, you know, about the loan, taking that on, but I think the last few months has really showed us that saving up for that payment's not going to be that stressful. Worst case scenario, we lose a little bit of money in interest over the years of paying it off, but I think it's going to be good. I think we'll be fine. I'm looking forward to harvesting the grapes and trying to make enough income. Hopefully we're able to sell the soybeans before the grapes are ready to be harvested, and we'll just have to keep inspecting those throughout the months and see how they're coming along and figure out when we're ready, because we don't know really. It's our first time growing grapes, and you know, the books tell us one thing, but weather kind of dictates sometimes how things grow and when they're ready to be harvested. And you know, sometimes the weather might cause the crops to completely fail. So
why do I feel like you're hinting at something?
You know, nature is part of this whole deal, so we can take care of it though. We got to fertilize it one more time. We'll get that prepped and ready, and it's exciting. All right, that's all the time we have for this episode. Let me know what you think of this series. It's going to be fun to make. Hit the subscribe and like button if you want to catch all of these episodes as we pursue our dream to create a whiskey distillery. It's going to be fun. We got some cool ideas along the way to pull off. I'll catch you on the next one.